Hello, welcome back to my Crafty Chats. We're home. Sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I did mean to, but by the time we had dinner and checked in at the hotel and got settled, it was well past Ned's bedtime already. So we just hunkered down for the night. I did do some crafting, which I will show you in a minute. But yeah, let's tell you about the last couple of days. So yesterday was Kelvin's birthday, as I believe I will have mentioned the day before, I think. It's a big birthday, his 40th. And, driving about the south of England wasn't exactly what he wanted to do on his birthday. But needs must, unfortunately. Neris is very happy that we're home. She's been sitting on me on and off all evening. She is getting involved. And yes, part of the reason we broke the driving up by going to the Cotswold Wildlife Park yesterday. We have made it a habit, Kelvin and I, ever since our very first holiday together 15 years ago, to go and see animals of some kind somewhere. Usually, a zoo or a wildlife park, but hey, petting zoo's good, aquarium's good. Wherever you can go and see some animals that are being well looked after. I have not drunk enough this past week, and between that and the sinus issues that I have, my throat is knackered. Hey, it'll come back. We had a great day at the wildlife park, and we hadn't realised before going that it's actually dog friendly. So there were loads of dogs there, which was brilliant, as well as obviously all the exhibit animals. There were just tons and tons of really cute and really friendly, well-behaved dogs. So that was awesome. So I'm being distracted by losing my train of thought now. The weather was great. Not too hot, not too bright, but dry and sort of a mixture of overcast and sunny spells, and not, like I say, not too hot, but not cold either. So it was about as good as we could have hoped for, I think, weather-wise. Neris. And the tail. And we saw all sorts. I'll talk about it properly on the podcast, which I'll be filming on Wednesday. Sorry, I just realised there's something else I want to show you briefly, and had to grab it. What did we see, Neris? You went there. There was a lion. Well, a couple of lions. Heard the lion roar, the male. Clouded leopard, giraffe, giant tortoises. They were cool. A whole bunch of amazing reptiles. What other big animals did we see? Oh god, I can't remember. There was so many, and we actually saw most of them, if you see what I mean. Even me, with my dodgy eyesight, managed to see most of them. Oh, Wolverine. That's not Hugh Jackman and the animal. That's sort of the special attraction, if you like. That whether or not you get to see it is very hit and miss. We actually went to that enclosure twice because the first time we could not see him. A voice from upstairs, but little voice from upstairs, but I think he's just talking in his sleep. He's shattered, bless him. Little Ned is absolutely shattered, and he had a bit of a meltdown at bedtime. Just So I was trying to get him settled down to sleep, which is when all the big emotions surface, of course, because he suddenly had a thought that Nellie, the dog who belonged to the owners of the place we were staying at, and who came to visit us every day while we were there at least once, usually twice, once, 3 times, I think. Anyway, he suddenly had a thought that she'd be really missing us. Such a little sweetheart. What was I saying? Yeah, the wildlife park was awesome. We had tea at the restaurant that's attached to the Premier Inn that we were staying at last night. It was really good. Yeah, great service and great food and everything. Got a decent night's sleep, and then this morning, so we were staying in Oxford last night, or just outside Oxford, and today we went into Oxford before setting off to come home, and I went to a yarn shop, which is fab. So I shall show you very briefly what I got there in a minute. Crafting wise, between last night and tonight, let me get this the right way up, I have done another panel on the midwife mile a minute blanket that I'm testing the pattern for. I'm loving this yarn. It's just incredible the way the colours are working out. Again, I will, there'll be more details and everything in the podcast, but there's a quick look. It's just beautiful. I don't know how big I'm going to make it yet. I'm just going to keep going till I run out of yarn, I think. So yeah, we will see how big it gets. I haven't done any more work on the bags that I'd started making. I must tomorrow, because I think I feel really good about them. I want to have 2 or 3 at least ready for the market on Saturday. I've got a lot to do between now and then. I did say as well, didn't I, that I would show you what I was crocheting in the car throughout the holiday. So I started this on the way down, and I just kept going whenever we've been in the car for more than 10 minutes, basically, which has been fairly frequently. But most of this I did today, actually, on the way home. Let me find, I think this was the first one. So what I'm doing is I've got a load of scrap yarn. It's all leftovers from the Crochet Society Advent calendar from last year, as well as a few other little balls of the same yarn, which is the Confection DK Crochet Society's own yarn. And I'm not thinking too hard about how the colours go together, although I'm aiming for contrast, but otherwise, yeah. I'm making squares of moss stitch worked corner to corner, and I'm just making them as big as I feel like making them. Trying to get them sort of roughly the same size, but they're really not. But I will sort that out later and just add extra rows around the outside. So for the ones that are smaller, they'll have a thicker border, basically, when it comes to joining them all together. So that's the first one. Sorry, the camera's too close to me. I can't get myself all in shot. And then there's another one here. Which way is the best light? I do that. I mean, the light's not amazing, obviously, at this time of night. Oh, this is definitely one of the ones I did today. So, I'm trying to remember. I think I'd finished the second one. And then, yes, I had started this one, but I'd done like that much before we got in the car today. And so I've done all of that square. And all of this square. And I have started another one. I've got this far. And I'm just going to keep making squares until I run out of yarn. And then I will find some other yarn that is a similar weight, similar feel. It won't be the same, but it'll be similar. And it's still 100% acrylic. which all of this is, and I shall join them all together, and depending on how many squares I've got and how big it looks when they're all together, it will be a blanket or a cushion or a bag or something. I haven't decided what yet. It doesn't matter. I'm just using up leftover yarn. So that's all the crafting I've done for the last couple of days. And then the yarn shop that we visited today, that Kelvin very kindly took me to. It's called the Wool Hound. That's backwards for you. I'm sorry. I can't be bothered to turn the video around for you today. They are called the Wool Hound. Oh, that's a cute tag. And they are in the Covered Market in Dorset. Again, I'll mention them properly on the podcast. If you want to know more about them, just wait until the end of the week. I'll be recording it on Wednesday. It will be up on YouTube on Friday morning. All going well. So I had a good little rummage in there. Bought one of their drawstring bags. Also bought this incredibly cute little project bag. It's got bees on it. It's got a decent handle. It's only little, but that's fine. It's rustling. Oh, it's got silica gel. That's a good idea. Silica gel packet in there to keep it clean and dry. Oh, it's got can you see, an eyelet at the end so you can pull the yarn out through it. I hadn't noticed that. That's awesome. And a little tab on that end that I could hang things off. You know, I hadn't even noticed all the little details. I just went, oh, it's a bag with bees on. And I had to buy it. It is by Hobby Gift. I don't know who they are, but I shall do some Googling. Crochet bag with hook storage. Oh, I hadn't noticed that either. This is an absolute bargain. It was only £13.25. And it's got a pouch on the outside for hooks. How clever is that? Gonna have to look them up and shout about them, aren't I? And the fabric's gorgeous. Look at the buzzy bees. And then, of course, the whole reason I went, I've decided every time I go away, I want to try and find souvenir yarn. Something to remind me of the holiday, because we always like to get something to bring home. I am trying to move away from useless souvenirs, if you see what I mean. Fridge magnets are always good. We always get a fridge magnet when we visit somewhere, whether it's on holiday or on a day trip or what. It's fridge magnet. The fridge is covered. But in the past, I've bought little knickknacks or mugs. We do not need any more mugs. Or I don't even know, but useless tat that I don't need, and that after the initial thrill of the holiday is gone, doesn't bring me any joy. So I'm stopping that. And the last few times we've been away, I have bought myself earrings, which has happened again this time, and I'll try and remember to show those on the podcast. Socks. Again, I have got myself some. And for the last couple of holidays, yarn. Because I will use yarn, I will make myself something pretty with it. And then whenever I use whatever the item is, I'm going to be reminded of the holiday. And it's a beautiful item and practical. Whatever I make with it. So I'm aware this is getting much longer than usual, but I've got a lot to tell you. And I will probably repeat a lot of this on the podcast. So, yeah, oh well. So, I've got 2 skeins. I'm not going to go into much detail, but this is by James Makes Yarn, who is very, very, very well known in the yarny community. You may have heard of him. This is an exclusive colourway for the Wool Hound, so I had to get that because I'm not going to be able to get it anywhere else. And this is by a local dyer, hair in my mouth, sorry, local to Oxford, This is Pixies Magical, I think. Magical, just got it. In the colourway Taro. And they are both lovely. One is a DK. This one, I think, or is it that one? You know, I actually can't tell looking at them. No, I think the James Makes Yarn is a DK, and the Pixie is 4-ply. Not really my usual kind of colourways, but I want, you know, that'll help me remember where they're from. I don't know exactly what I'm going to make. I'm thinking probably socks, possibly fingerless gloves. I don't know. They might get added into a big shawl or something at some point. We shall see. I have pretty yarn. I'm happy. And then just very quickly before I go to bed, in the covered market there were so many lovely little shops. I could have spent hours in there, but we needed to come home. But we went past, while looking for the Woolhound, we went past a lovely little jewellery shop that had loads of really cool earrings. And Kelvin decided to treat me to a new pair. So the jewellery shop is called Nothing, Oxford. I don't know why, but I love it. I'm going to have to, again, look up the shop. I hope they've got an online presence. Lovely little bit of tissue paper. And these are Robin Valley earrings, apparently. Robin and Valley, possibly. No, Robin Valley, yeah. Bring a smile to your loved one is their tagline. And can you see how cute are they? Kelvin saw those and he showed me them and I went, oh yeah, they're lovely. But I really can't. You know, I'd already bought 2 pairs of earrings this holiday. I couldn't afford any more, especially buying yarn as well. And then we were wandering around and we went to the Woolhound. Let's go back to that jewellery shop. Come on, I'm going to buy you those earrings. And they're little black cats. Little black, almost Egyptian style, little Egyptian statue, do you know what I mean? Little black cats. So I'm going to enjoy wearing those. So yeah, we have had a lovely, lovely time. It's been actually, I think, one of our most enjoyable holidays for a while, despite having to drive a really long way. Helped by the fact that the accommodation was beautiful and just really well thought out, which has not always been the case in the past. So yeah, we've had an amazing time. It is really good to be home, though. I am very much a home comforts kind of person. So it's lovely to know that I'm about to go and get into my own bed with my own duvet and my own pillows, and I know where everything is. I think Ned did really well. He did really well all week, even on the first night. But I think he's very glad to be back in his own bed, in his own room, with all his teddies. He's brought home a new one. And I get him to show you at some point. And Neris is certainly very glad that we're home. Bless her. She's got a funny little, like, sneezy cough thing going on. My mother-in-law and brother-in-law have been taking turns feeding her all week and popping in to check she's okay. And they said they haven't noticed anything untoward, so I'm sure she's fine. It's probably just that she's got hay fever. Do cats get hay fever? Or maybe a little summer cold or something. But we'll be keeping an eye on her because it's just a weird. She sneezed in the past, but it's just being cute little sneezes. This is a whole new, like, it's like a sneeze and a cough at the same time. So don't like it. So we'll see how it goes. See if there's any other changes in her behaviour or anything like that. And yeah, hopefully she's fine. If we have any more concerns, obviously we will take her to the vet. But for now, just monitor the situation. Right, I have rambled on for far too long. I need to go to bed because I am a lot more tired than I seem at the moment. And I don't think I've got anything else to tell you. So tomorrow we've got a family lunch to go to. Final bit of Kelvin's birthday celebrations, as far as I'm aware. Anyway, got a couple of presents to wrap for him in the morning that I couldn't take with me. And yeah, I'm going to try and get lots of work done on the drawstring bags, try and finish the mini butterfly one, and at the very least start and make good progress on, if not finish the crochet part of, a third. Right, I'm going to bed. I will come back tomorrow. I will. I need to stop missing days. This is supposed to be daily videos. I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Night night.